Hey guys, you're watching CarTopic, and today we're going to be talking about the car that you better get soon before they run out. In other words, we're going to be talking about the Ford Fiesta ST. Now, just like all of our videos, let's get into a little bit of history about this car to see where it came from and why it's still around today. Or in this case, why it's not around today. Now, the very first year of this car was made in the year 1976, and it only had 45 horsepower and had a 0 to 60 of 9.3 seconds. Now, this car wasn't exciting at all, and it was front-wheel drive, but why was it such a successful car? Well, actually, this was the very first car made by Ford where it was sold in multiple nations. This means that you could get this car essentially all over the world. And at that time, most cars by Ford were only sold in the US or in a select few countries. So this car actually did very well and had very high sales compared to their other cars at that time. But let's talk about the very first year of the modern chassis Ford Fiesta. In other words, the Ford Fiesta that lasted until the very end of its lifetime. In 2008, we saw the very first one of these cars, and it only had 95 horsepower with a 0 to 60 of 11.8 seconds. Now this car is also not very exciting, and it was also front-wheel drive, just like all Fiestas. But it still proved to be a great car to get you from point A to point B, and it did its purpose very well. And in the year 2008, there was still quite a big market for smaller cars. But unfortunately, after a few years, the sales of the Ford Fiesta started to drop. And Ford decided that in order to keep the Fiesta sales up, they should associate it with a performance variant. And that's why in 2014, we got the Ford Fiesta ST, the car of today's video. Now, the Fiesta ST had a much improved 195 horsepower and an even more improved 0 to 60 time of 9.4 seconds. And if that's not impressive, the Ford Fiesta ST also got much improved handling and a stiffer body overall. It also got exterior body elements, like a more aggressive front fascia and a spoiler in the back. Now, unfortunately, no matter what Ford could do, the market for small cars in general was dropping significantly. So in the year 2019, Ford stopped making all of their small cars except for the Ford Mustang. And unfortunately, this is a trend that all car manufacturers are doing, as Volkswagen also discontinued their Beetle in the year 2019. But if you go on the Ford website, you can still find the Ford Fiesta ST for sale. Now, that's because they're selling whatever they have left. So if you want a 0 mileage Ford Fiesta or a Fiesta ST, now is your time, because in a few months, Ford's gonna run out and you're never gonna get yourself a new Fiesta ever again. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope you learned at least a few things about the Ford Fiesta ST, the car that you better get soon before they run out. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video, and let me know down in the comments if you have any ideas for future videos, as well as what you thought of today's video. I'll be sure to make your suggestions happen to the best of my ability.
In 400 yards, turn right.
I also got a few comments in my previous videos saying that all of my videos are made on the same few car brands, and I can actually see that trend myself. A lot of my videos are either made on Fords or Porsches or a very select few manufacturers. So in the future, I'm going to be changing that, and I'm going to be making my videos on a much wider variety of cars. So thank you guys so much for your feedback. It really helps me, and it really helps me make these videos better. But anyways, thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time on CarTopic.